People wondered why I didn't engage Uthman. I've on record, I've recorded it, I've stated why. If you go watch that video, because I get sick of people saying, you ran. Yeah, I was running like Aisha ran for her dolls. That Saturday, let me give you some behind the scenes information. You can ask David who'll confirm it. What happened was that Saturday, David and I went to confront Sheikh Uthman. He wasn't there. His team members were there. So we told them, let him know we're going to be back Sunday. You guys are here too.
Last week or 2 weeks ago, you made a promise you were waiting for you.
No, actually, I have the video. Don't let me play it. I didn't give a date. So you know it's a sin to lie. But we will be here tomorrow. So they let him know. And the park was full of Muslims because they were told we're coming. And you go watch the video, you'll see. When we came up, Uthman pretended like he didn't know who you were, and then he gave it away.
Christians are assuming? You know who we are. Come on. I don't know who you are. Why would you assume I know who you are? Are you famous?
Well, we showed up yesterday, and you guys here said that Sam said he was going to come by, and they're like, "Why you didn't come by earlier?"
Last week or 2 weeks ago, you made a promise you were waiting for you.
You're Sam?
No, this is Sam.
Yeah, he's playing up for the camera. Yeah, who are you? Are you Adnan Rashid?
No, my name is Uthman.
Are you Osama Abdullah?
No, I don't know who that is.
Oh, okay.
He's joking. He's joking. We know who you are.
Oh, you know who I am?
Yeah, we saw a video.
Oh, you're just being funny.
Yeah,
I like that.
He's not very good at it.
You're Hasumu.
He's not very good at it.
No, I'm not a sumo wrestler.
So you are
David. I'm
Hammer Time. They call you Hammer Time, right?
Yeah, some people do.
Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
That's
Oh,
you.
you do know. Yeah, we're good.
No, somebody told me about you. So why would you assume I know who you are?
Yeah,
It's good to finally meet you.
You're going to hear me saying to David, this guy is playing for the camera. No, he's playing up for the camera. He's trying to play the victim like a hero, playing for the camera, claiming 3 against 1. So I didn't fall for it.
They're one. They are absolutely one in their essence.
Okay, so God, Jesus is one.
Right. So they don't have parts, for example, as in Islam, where God has multiple parts
God doesn't
and
have
attributes. So you don't believe Allah has a face?
When you talk about sifat, they are of Allah's characteristics. They're not divisible. You cannot take the hand away from the face. They are all part of Allah. Okay?
Part?
Yes. God doesn't
An
have
attribute.
They are all part of Allah. Okay?
Part?
Yes. God doesn't
An
have
attribute.
They are all part of Allah. Okay?
Part?
Yes.
But you refer to them as parts. So do you believe
I
that
did
Allah...
not. They are all part of Allah. Okay?
Part?
Yes.
Do you believe
I
that
did
Allah...
not.
Part?
Yes.
You did use the term part.
You said they're a part.
I'll
You
let
said they're a part of it.
But
part of it.
Okay, so you did use that term.
Sure.
Do you believe
I
that
did
Allah...
not. Sure.
Do you believe
I
that
did
Allah...
not.
So I pulled away. I didn't pull away because I was avoiding him. Because go listen, he was trying to play the victim like a narcissist does, trying to pretend, look at me, look how great I am. It takes 3 of them. So I didn't want to feed into it so he doesn't dole out meat to his fan base and get them to support him like he always does, like the fake and so on. So I pulled away. But what they don't tell you, and we recorded it and we uploaded it, as David Wood and Anthony were dealing with him, I was there destroying Islam. I open up record this because I'm making famous. If you're listening more than debating, I answered you. Gospel, New Testament, Torah, Old Testament.
You did answer, to be fair.
We got to record it. So don't debate if you're going to debate. There was one guy who had become a Muslim. Go listen to the conversation. He got so rocked, he started doubting Islam. Glory to Jesus Christ. Hawa was named Adam, right?
Yeah.
And her husband's name what?
Adam.
But hold on. That means Hawa was married to herself. She had sex.
No, that'll be there too.
Also, the name can belong to more than one person.
I never knew that person.
So then why do you keep thinking Yahweh's one person? Back to Jesus, the Son of God. Come back home, son. Jesus, tell you come back.
Wait. So
You made a mistake. Then at the last minute, Dave say, Sam, come and ask Uthman a question. I went there, and to show kindness, we hugged each other. He goes, I got to go home, or he was going somewhere. He goes, well, give me your number, and I'll invite you to my home. I don't know what you guys were talking about.
We had a big conversation. We got like a few minutes where we have to go break our fast.
But God willing,
Yes.
I'll come back. We'll have
Anytime.
Yes.
Tell you what, I'm inviting you in front of everybody here to break fast with me. Come to my house, eat food with me, drink tea. I have a library. We can sit down.
Because he's my right.
There's no specific time we need to leave, so if you want us to come over, we'll come over. How late would it be?
Probably on 7 o'clock we'll start dinner.
Whatever you want to do. He's my right. But I come up once a month. I promise you. Now that we understand each other, I will come up.
Okay, let me give you my number.
Yes, and here, take
And if you want them today, if you guys are heading out,
that's up
because
to you
we're gonna
guys.
get. So if we sit, we're gonna sit at least till 10 p.m. midnight. So you guys better be ready. All right. Wait. Let's turn the cameras off. And I don't want people. Give me a hug. All right.
We'll talk more.
You guys do have time for a quick conversation, so.
He said a few minutes he wants to break.
Yeah, I have to leave. We leave at 5. So.
I gave him my number and I'm still waiting for the invitation. So you guys who think I ran, I know you're delusional. I ran just as much as Aisha ran for the dolls, and my running is just as true as Muhammad riding an animal to Jerusalem in an imaginary temple, and then traveling throughout the seven heavens, and then seeing Allah in Bayt al-Ma'mur, and then Allah telling Muhammad to enjoin 50 prayers upon the Muslims, which is something impossible to do if you want to have a life. And then Musa alayhi salam showing more mercy than Allah, saying, you can't do 50. My ummah couldn't even do 3.
That the Quran itself does intercede for Muslims, or will, on the Day of Judgment, right? The Quran will appear as a pale man and will say that he was the Muslim's companion in life and will intercede for him. Is that not correct?
Can you give me a reference for that?
That's in the hadith.
That is not in any authentic hadith that I've ever read.
So you'd say it's not authentic.
It was narrated from Ibn Budayda that his father told that the Messenger of Allah said, the Quran will come on the day of resurrection like a pale man and will say, I am the one that kept you awake all night and made you thirsty during the day. Once again, let's read. Like a pale man. And now the classification is Hassan, and you can see in Arabic, Asnad Hassan. Asnad Hassan down here. Asnad Hassan.
So it's not Dar Salam that graded it Hassan. The actual hadith in the Arabic hadith, Arabic compiled by Ibn Majah, the Arabic hadith says Hassan.
Yes, sir. So it is saying that the hadith was authentic by Al-Albani in Al-Silsila Al-Sahihat. Sam has already shown it to you. Let me go back to the Arabic. Al-Albani fi silsilat al-sahihat. Does this Ibn Fuban not know that this hadith is sahih in Al-Albani fi silsilat al-sahihat, or islamweb.net is bad according to fatwa number 313138. So let's go back to English because everyone is an English speaker. Like a pale man, Al-Sayuti said in Shara Ibn Majah, it is a variable color. So they have a problem with the color, not for the rest of the narration. They have the problem with the color. So that is why, because the color has an issue, so they have like, okay, because the color has an issue, okay, this part, we can let it go. So we can let go this part, but the body and coming as a man is not even a problem. And he actually gives so many other things down below if you go. Ibn Taymiyyah, you know, the Ulumul Quran and all.
Ibn Taymiyyah, Sheikh Islam. Ibn Taymiyyah is the hero of the Salafis. They call him Sheikh Islam. What did he say?
So Sheikh Islam Ibn Taymiyyah, the argument is said that the answer to his mention is what was memorized from Ahmad's talk, not debate. Jamia from Mutazillas and other when he was imprisoned and tested, etc., forget that. The Quran comes in the form of a pale young man, then its owner come and says, do you know me, and etc. So Ibn Taymiyyah is also quoting that, and it is saying, then he's saying that he cited a long hadith. He's not even putting it all up. It's a very long hadith.
Before you move on, then you can add to this. The Mutazilites use the hadith of the Quran appearing as a pale man to prove the Quran is makhluq, created. Ibn Taymiyyah is responding, and he's saying that the Quran appearing as a pale man doesn't prove the Quran is created. Now, why didn't Ibn Taymiyyah simply say it is a fabricated hadith? Is that what he says, brother?
No, he did not say that. He actually acknowledged it. He actually acknowledged it. He gave a full long hadith, which is not even quoted here fully.
I was contacted by Modern Debate. I've already agreed to debate him on a neutral public platform. One of your followers recommended I try to set you up with Uthman to debate on Quran confirms Bible or does the Quran teach Tawheed? Here's my response. If you can get him to do any of those debate challenges I outlined, where you also allow us to go at it in a live interactive discussion after opening statements and rebuttals, then please get him on ASAP. Uthman, and I'm sure he would love to feature it. Let's do a public moderated debate, mano a mano. In fact, I even said this, and I'll do it here. Guys, yeah, I'll do it here. Saying. And here, brother, call my bluff. Call my bluff. In front of witnesses recorded, I'll take Muhammad Hijab and Uthman both at the same time, just me. Now call my bluff and see if I'm lying.